Hey guys, welcome for this 3 versus 2 game. So basically it's Starlord, myself, and Gman Ravi against Sunil and Vijay.HM. So I'm playing as Indians. Um, Ashish is playing as Skelch. Sunil, Sunil is playing as Khmer. Vijay is playing as Franks, and our other ally Ravi is playing as Vikings. This is an interesting game. So basically, Sunil and Vijay are at the south of the map. Uh, it's a bit like Oasis, but not. I think the speciality of this map is that yes, you can perhaps wall your side in, but you cannot wall on this thin ice. Anything on the thin ice, you cannot build buildings or walls, so you are limited to your areas. So in the center for our team is Ravi. In both the flanks is Ashish in blue and myself in yellow. As Indians, the specialty is that okay, our villages are a bit cheaper, so it's good for booming. And of course, in the previous, just the game before this, we got tower rushed very badly, so I had determined myself to sort of wall myself up because I thought it should be a fair game. Um, okay, but this turned out to be a very interesting game, and I would like to follow Sunil in this game for a certain reason. Okay, so as Khmer, I'm not sure what bonuses Khmer gets. So Khmer have battle elephants. The villages can garrison in houses, but I don't think this was ever used. Um, they are basically an elephant civilization. But yeah, it didn't matter for this game at least. Okay, let's see what Sunil can see. Okay, he is scouting with his sheep, which is a good thing. But I always like Vijay's scouting. He's really very active with his sheep. He goes a bit far and wide with his sheep. You can see the area he's covering is really nice. Yeah. Let's look at Ashish again. Yes, he does scout with the sheep, but not so much. Okay, he's running out with his cow. And let's see G-Man. Okay, G-Man has managed to find all his sheep. Okay, so yeah, he's attacking all his sheep in the center at one time. So basically, G-Man. So for next time, you do sheep one at a time so that any dead sheep starts to decay. So that prevents the amount of food is get that gets wasted. Okay, this is nice. G-Man's really also scouting well. Um, mm, yeah, a bit similar to Sunil. Not a very great scout. I try to scout with my sheep, but it's not as good as how HM is. Amongst all of us, you can see Vijay always the area covered in terms of scouting is the widest, and he is one of the first to reach enemy bases. But he's also, yeah, his scout is also prone to get killed very early. That's that's a separate story. Um, yeah, so my priority for my scout is to just find areas where I can wall. That is just how I have played this game. Okay, that's Ashish. It's going towards his base. So you see the way Ashish does it, one by one, sheep waiting to get taken. Then this is a good way of making sure you don't waste food. Mm, for the four, this is literally bad scouting from Ashish. Just goes on a V and comes back instead of going on concentric circles. That's okay. Perhaps trying to quickly find the enemy. Nothing special so far. Vijay is stolen some sheep from somewhere. Okay, my scout has perhaps found all the holes where we can wall. Mm, I'm perhaps going to lose that villager. Did I lose the second villager? I don't remember. I hope not. Yes. This was a bad move here. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, what's happening? Where is this villager going? Okay, he's going for gold. Is HM on stone? HM is on stone. He's always on stone in the arcade, which means he has the flexibility to tower rush. Let's see what Sunil is doing. Sunil is gathering all his villagers for some reason. And where are these guys going? To attack the fox? No. Yes, Sunil has this nice history with wild animals. He always loses a lot of villagers to his wild animals. Is this like some? Whoa, let's follow them. Let's see what they're gonna do. So I'm guessing this is a town center drop, but yeah, is he already hit feudal? No. What his resources? Very low resources. He took all his villages and left. Dude, town center drop. You need to leave some wood and stuff. But okay, let's follow. Let's see what he actually did. Oh man. Okay, let's use fog of war. I also want to see what Ashish can see. Ashish cannot see these villagers. Nice. Okay, he saw a few villagers now, and he's just acting as if he's going to mine stone. Is he? Okay, is there going to be a villager fight? Nope. Okay, what's gonna happen now? Using villagers to attack the other villagers. He garrisoned a few, gets the scout in. This keeps you up. Okay, HM scout is just passing. I don't think he even realizes. Okay, garrison. Get them in. Get them in. Okay. Uh, okay. He hit feudal man. Sunil 2400. No. Yeah, you see, this has the range is the same. I think Ashish has more villages, so the attack is more. So Sunil's rate of kill is much lower than Ashish's rate of kill. Okay, what's he doing? What's he doing? He trying to repair? Dude, just repair your town center. Repair. Of course, Sunil just realized he needs to have people on wood. Okay, at least Ashish can't see him, so he survives. Repair, dude. Just repair. See what Ashish is doing. Oh, the town center is hitting the house. Lock here, lock here. Yes. What is the point of that? Oh, he sacrificed the villagers so she would take the hit for the town center. But Machan, you should repair the keep repairing. These villages are gone. They're not repairing anymore. Just repair. Let's see how many he has in his town center. There's a few. You just get a few out. Keep repairing. Oh, but he doesn't have wood to repair. Of course. He doesn't have wood to repair. Yeah, no, whatever wood he made is lost. This is funny, man. This is completely shade stuff. So what's happening in the meantime? HM simply booming. He's not rushing anybody because he did not rush me. I started building walls a bit early already, but I didn't get any attack in the initial phase. But let's see. Okay, now all of Sunil's villages go to wood. I want to check if Ashish can see that. He cannot see that. You see, Ashish chasing that. He is not chasing that. He's happy to have his eco back, or at least try to recover back. Okay, so Sunil lives to tell a tale another day. I think he's just gathering enough wood to put another person next. Okay, Ashish has militia, and I think the militia are trying to find. Yeah, of course. Let's see what they are trying to do. They're doing nothing. Camp. Okay, the militia. Find Tooms. Go, go, go. Wrong direction, dude. Yeah, nice to hold clubs, but you're doing nothing. Nothing much. Okay. Oh, missed it. Okay, if only I had rewind button on this, but okay. Okay, Sunil suddenly made a lot of wood, or did he get something from the market? It's possible that he got donated a few things. I cannot see that. I cannot see it to be here. Okay. Um, it's possible HM donated some stuff to him. He has just enough wood and just enough stone from the town center, and he's just coming straight for me. Okay, meanwhile, you can see that I have started to wall off. I started to wall all over here, and I have started to wall over here. And yeah, also further north is completely getting walled. So I'm also collecting stone and make sure that this gap is yeah, not being um, abused. So okay, let's check fog of war. I still don't see Tooms' villages. Oh, where are they? Oh, they are just waiting at the entrance. Oh, this is. Ah, they are there now. Just a couple of minutes, they would be walled out. It's okay. They come in. I realize they come in. Then fine. Then I let them. Okay, I'm hitting castle right now. So if he had killed this town center, then I would be really like exposed. You can also see I have zero resources to make anything apart from archers. Okay, I realize he's coming. At some point, I ring the bell to get them in, get all the villagers out. Yes, and I try to kill them off using my town center fire. I have a few militia, so just to man at arms, just to paint the villagers. It's not a bad thing actually, but um, But you can see his town center doesn't start with full HP. Like I started firing long back at him. Yeah, and then now his town center's aim is to kill my town center, so I can actually send a militia man at arms underneath and try to hit it. One thing about men at arms and also about about these specifically men at arms, I think they have special or additional damage against buildings compared to other um, um, other infantry. Okay, he's trying to repair. He's zip. He has nothing. He just has some stone. From where I have no clue. I think he just got somebody paid him. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at my stats. Let's look at Sunil. Sunil has wood. This is another thing. He cannot repair the town center because he's completely zero stone. So you need at least one stone. It doesn't cost stone to repair, but you need one stone left in your account. Then you can use your wood to repair your town center. So that's perhaps one thing he did not realize at all. Um, One town center gone. Okay, now the interesting part is to look at it from my point of view with the fog of war. Beautiful. So by this time, I have finished walling. So now Sunil is walled in. He cannot leave and try to reach safety. Um, Oops, blocked in. Okay, let's start making camels. Try to kill these villagers. Let's fast forward the agony a bit. Nothing much happening. Yeah, I try to build towers in between just to pain them. I don't know if Sunil could see that the gap on that corner, but okay. Let's go another forward four. Let's go to Sunil's point of view. I don't think he knew there was a gap in that corner. Okay, so that played to my benefit. Okay, I got my scout back in from outside just to chase him. Sunil has some sheep. He has a villager here. Uh, okay, one villager here. Okay, I'm chasing a few. Another villager here. Sneak to the back. Uh oh, this guy's gonna die. This guy is going to die. Sorry, man. One more. Okay, he's seen berries. I'm sure he's gonna send this villager here, but I don't think he has seen the second wolf. Sunil and wolves. The first wolf has okay some HP, but I'm thinking he got loom. Okay, so he got loom. It's not that bad. So okay, look at my perspective. I don't see. I don't see that villager. I don't see that villager at all. So I deliberately scout all these areas. Oh, it's an epic battle ongoing now. One down. Who's gonna win? Okay, the villager will win with very low HP. I mean, this is just two taps from my camel, but unfortunately, my camel can't see. I just tapped my camel to one corner. I just, scouting a bit around. This is Tooms' last villager, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I don't see any red dots apart from that lumber camp and a couple of houses here. This is Sunil's last villager. I think he got a bit of donation from his tribute from his fellow from HM, which he's using to build a town center. Unfortunately, my camel does not see this. Anyway, so I'm happy to be walled in. No, I'm not completely walled in yet, but okay. For whatever it mattered, it did shake me up a bit. Only thing is, yeah, now I start building more town centers, try to boom. This is a good thing about Indians. The villages cost really cheap as we go up. So that's interesting. Okay, my wall is getting complete. I want to get house, so I'm building house in the back. Um, yeah, I'm building a couple of watchtowers. It just reminds me of campaigns where you have a gate with a watchtower behind. Okay, let's go. Okay, Sunil's happily farming there. My camel can. Oh, I could have seen something, but okay, perhaps not. So I send my scout because he has better vision. Does the scout see it? No! Just go a couple more steps too. Just anyway, let's see what HM's doing. HM's still scouting. He tries to steal sheep, but nothing happens. I walled off. No army yet. Oh, he's come with a few knights to Ashish's base just to pain him, I guess. Yes, a couple of knights. Try to get a few kills. Come on, dude. Yeah, good job. Man, these guys are really good. Have good resistance to arrows. Okay, one villager. HM's forward villager. What you gonna do? Okay, I see that. I come back. I don't know what his village is doing. I point out that yes, there is this thing. So I immediately go for siege workshop. I think Sunil realizes that he's panicking and running away. Let's see how I don't see his village. Oh wow. Now I see them. Now I see them. And I also perhaps realize they are getting away. Yeah. Yes. Garrison kill them. They're trying to escape, man. They are trying to escape. Whoa. Ah, yeah, here. I send whatever troops I have. This is perhaps the only mistake from my side. One dead. This one escapes. This one's like stuck onto the gate with her face. And this guy was escaping. And I don't have tracking because Sunil Town Center dropped. Come on. One hit, one hit, one hit, one hit. This never ends. This never ends. This basically ends in this guy getting killed. But that is why you should research tracking. Wolf, please attack her, man, not me. But I guess the wolf attacks me. Oh no, wolf attacks her. Wolf attacks her. And he just does he manage? Oh, I got in between. Otherwise, the wolf would have done the job. Oh man. This is one hell of a game. Okay, he's happily berry picking. I send the battering ram. This is actually interesting. Fast forward a bit. Nothing much happens. So he has to hit the ram to prevent the town center from getting damaged. But then I hit his villages, and now he's in a dilemma. So he garrisons them to hit the ram. Then if he attacks the ram, I attack with my camel. Oh, then he doesn't like the camel, so he garrisons. Then he comes out. Then I go in. Okay, so by this time I am simply producing a lot of camel. Yeah, so that's what you see. Yeah, so nothing much for him apart from that one villager with like perhaps 1/4 HP who is inside. HM's town center. Yeah. So they either go for the ram or they attack my camels. But okay, now the town center is enough damage that they can't garrison anymore. They try to attack. Yeah, now this game is up. Nothing much for him here. But yeah, the fact that he still survived was amazing. I should have locked that game in hindsight, but okay, it's fine. It adds to the fun. Okay, HM really booming actually. Let's look at his point of view. Yeah, but where is his army, man? Oh, it's here. It's here. He's building some stuff. Okay, okay. He's building some stuff. He is completely set up a base up here. He's trying to push on Ashish. This is also around the time Ashish says, okay, HM is going to help him out. I asked you to send some stuff to him. So HM was one of the first to go to Imperial Age. I'm guessing trebuchets are coming. Okay, they're all garrisoned inside. Um, Ashish comes with a lot of rams, but do these have murder holes? Yeah, they do have murder holes. Um, okay. So Ashish is trying to hold off. Yeah, but the ram can go. Ram can go. Uh, okay. HM is sending all night after that. I think HM has enough eco to build a couple of stables and send a few more. Gman goes to Imperial Age, which is very good. Gman has reasonably not been bugged a lot, so he's been able to build some army. Uh, yeah, so some of them even have good upgrades. The Archers have sketching and bot Canaro. And okay, Aziz, his troops are dying. I think it's around this time he calls for help. Do I build more stables? Not yet. Perhaps soon. That happens soon. Enough. Okay, Sunil's out. Sunil's okay. Come back again. He's still in Dark Age, man. It's amazing. But it's okay. He's re-establishing, tries to establish himself. I don't know how far he goes, but uh, okay. Vijay.HM tries to trap. Ashish has a counter castle to Vijay. Lot of idle villages for Ashish. He tries to repair the castle. Ashish to the castle. Vijay and him. What's this? Okay. Yeah, finally. So he's building another stable, try to get a few more. Okay, traps out. As you research ballistics, I cannot say that. Let's check. Hmm, he has university, so I expect he has done that. And this is also why I can see Ashish's troops can't go near the castle. Okay. Oh wow, this trap has good range, man. I don't know if that's anything special for flanks. I don't know. Or that's just normal range. But that just doesn't that seem a bit far? This is perhaps around the time the Ashish asks for backup. Okay, my camels are coming. Gman has some troops ready. They are coming. Oh, reasonably 200 swordsmen, very reasonably well upgraded. Okay, we try to take the trebs out. That's basically what happens next. Sunil is still in the dark age. Okay, he's reasonably trying to boom. Nothing much. So HM's literally on his own right now. Uh, Yeah, so we go all in with our troops. I think once the traps are cleared out, okay, then Ashish asks us to leave, doesn't want us to get killed. Is Ashish on the way to Imperial? I cannot see that, unfortunately not. Yeah, he doesn't have enough gold. Um, so we try to take this down, but okay, we are losing our troops. So okay, we all go out so that we don't want to lose any more. Okay, yeah. So I think Murder holds his research really well. I think quite early as well. I think because HM hit the Imperial very early, so that was possible for him. Yeah, try to draw him out and then kill him here. But yeah, so this is also the time I am building a lot of camels. I am short on gold, of course. So I have built a town center just to mine gold. So I have one, two, three town centers. Quite a lot of mills. So it boomed reasonably well. There's another thing with Indians is that number of villages. Yeah, I think I have about 80, 90 villages, four town centers even. So the buildings are really nice. This even looks like a temple. Really, very beautiful. Um, I think we have not played expansions much, so we've not seen a lot of. Khmer as well have very good buildings. If only Tooms goes above Dark Age, we can see them. But okay. Okay, that's going down. Yeah, we'll take the trip out. I think it was timely backup from me and Ravi, which helped Ashish out a bit. I think it was just on the edge for him to take out HM on his own. I think now the castle goes, then yeah, we raid this portion. I'm not yet Imperial. I have hit Imperial Age, but I think if I look at the next thing that comes is Imperial Camel. So and then we completely destroy um, with them. Imperial camels are really very good from Indians. They're one of the best when it comes to camels. Of course, they don't get paladin, so this is like an equivalent. So this part of HM's base is gone. Sunil's still building. HM's not having anything else actually. He was basically all in with his military in this corner. Um, okay, let's fast forward a bit. Uh, hmm, Yeah, so this is all getting cleaned up pretty well. The heavy camel, this is an imperial camel, and fast forward that. Mm, yeah, so now I ask Ravi to join me in attacking here. So what to attack Tooms' base and HM's base to sort of finish it off. Uh, Ashish is moving with a bunch of his rams. I thought around this time he will move with a bunch of his siege and rams. Yeah, there they come. The rams. Okay, Imperial Camel doesn't have a lot of attack, but they have good armor. But somehow they were very effective against buildings. I don't know if they have any bonus like that. Um, yeah, but I really found them to be good compared to a knight. Okay, knight has 11 attack and 100 HP and just 2 armor. Imperial camel has 2 melee and also 3 PS armor. So basically, they are a bit more archer um, resistant. They also have much higher HP than a knight. Okay, so camels coming in. We have a good, like a nice stream of camels coming out. Unfortunately, they were all clicked to this corner, but okay. Yeah, so yeah, Indians have Gman is proactively walling himself off, and nice tower by Gman. Nice, and also this is actually very nice to sort of wall while he builds a castle. That way, yeah, nobody can rush in. Yeah, in a way, it gives the castle bit more time. Yeah, but Sunil cannot see this. I doubt. No, Sunil can see this, but what can you do? Okay, HM has seen it. He's tried to trap it. Okay, perhaps he's just asked. Okay, look at these HM. Look at these Khmer buildings. Really nice, very beautiful. Okay, I'm guessing Sunil is going to go castle soon. Okay, the focus is. This is nice actually. So you build the watchtower so that you can build the wall and the castle behind just as protection. Um, where are the camels? The camels are coming. Hamla. Uh, so let's look at from Ravi's point of view. Uh, 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 yeah. Okay. Let's look at it from Ravi's point of view. He is supposed to bring traps. He'll bring traps soon. I'm building a very forward castle just to bring them. Oh wow! Look at these troops. Okay, Arabalest, 200 swordsmen in Brazil. Yeah, sorry for the gaps there. So I had to pause a couple of times in between. Okay, so the camels come in. Oh, G-Man's coming with a lot of tribes and a lot of villagers. He wants to wall himself off. That's nice. So that's what yeah, with these many camels, I can just go in. I can attack a TC. So this was not garrison TC, so but still, yeah. Not much. After this, it's all over. Um, the game is called. Nice range by Arbalist. Did we see Tooms? Did we see Tooms? Yeah. Okay. Tooms was in this corner. He was perhaps wiped out first. And just for the fun, I come with an elephant archer. Soon, I guess. Yeah, there they come. They're beautiful. Yeah, of course, I don't have all the upgrades for these archers, but they have very good HP. The only issue with them is they're not too fast. So they're unlike, I mean, they're not like Mangurai, they cannot run away. So that's the disadvantage. So in a way, I think if you go Indians is big eco boom because you immediately have dirt cheap. and yeah, try to hit 200 pop. Just keep getting camels in. The only issue is you need to have gold. Yeah, the elephant archers also need gold, so yeah, it doesn't make a big difference. Um, but in a way, if you're prone to early attacks, Indians are a good save because you can, yeah, their villages are cheaper as you advance further, so it helps you to boom in later stages. These fish, shore fish, are shore fish. Basically, Indians can collect food 15% faster. So if there are shore fish available, then yeah, with Indians that bonus is also there. Okay, that's the end of the game. HM resign. We're waiting for Sunil to resign. Where is he? Ah, he is in this corner, but none of us sees him. None of us sees him. Okay, he resigned as well. Sorry, I stopped following Sunil after a while, but that's still impressive what he did. 1, 2, then perhaps the two town centers he dropped, then the third town center he built here. So 3, 4, 5, and the original town center. So 6 town centers by Sunil in this game. Yeah, really, yeah, it's a very funny game that way. And for a change, HM didn't go forward with any tower attacks because, of course, he has to be the guy who stays and booms when Sunil is taking all the risk there. So, how do I see? Okay, I can't see achievements, so I just have to quit game. Okay, so oh, I have the highest score. I'm surprised. Yeah, that's perhaps because of the Indian achievement. Because of the Indian villages being cheap, I perhaps boomed a lot there. Mm, military HM lost a lot, and Sunil. Yeah, I don't think he had any military in this game apart from town centers. But it does all the fun in the game. Wow, look at the gold collected, stone and gold. Um, yeah, like I said, the Indian advantage with cheap villages, you can easily see how much wood I have collected. Of course, I was also not attacked early, but even though I was town center dropped, it didn't affect my economy. I was already on my way to castle. So yeah, it's in a way if Ashish didn't hold, if town center drop was successful, if these were Persians, if Sunil was Persians, I think he would have decimated both of us. That would have been very easy for him because yeah, the Persian TC has much higher HP. Unfortunately, he had the wrong civilization to do this strat. But yeah, it was the fun for all it was worth. G-Man, more food than Ashish. Almost as much wood and much more stone. Um, yeah, also very good gold collected. So I think he is a very steady player that way. Um, HM's really focused on gold, and I think the intention was to go knights for him. Okay, yeah, HM was fast in 38 minutes. It's really good actually. 20 minutes castle. I hit early feud, but yeah, I was reasonably okay with castle, but yeah, because I focused a lot on walling myself up. Then I think that helped me a lot. The volume was good. Uh, yeah, but the town center drop delayed my imperial for sure, so it had some effect. Um, let's see, map explodes. HM always wins. His scouting is simply amazing. G-Man highest research count. So yeah, I think he's also Gman's imp is also very fast. 40 minutes is really good, really very good. It's a bit slow on Castle, but I think that he builds up the economy before going to Castle that he can go fast in. 10 minutes between Castle and him, that's really phenomenal. So HM had most castles. I think he had two in his base, or perhaps yeah, and one in Ashish's base. Um, I had two castles, one in mine, one in Sunil's base. Yeah, sea villager high, the Indian civilization boom thing. Otherwise, yeah, Sunil I think should have left a few villages behind. Um, I think he was a bit late enough to do the town center drop that he could have left a few villages behind. In fact, while he was going all the way towards Ashish's base, he could have kept creating a few villages in his home base so that they could be collecting wood and stone while he drops there. Anyway, no, but still interesting. This timeline, not much actually. What do we see? Yeah, the best part of Sunil was almost stamped out twice. Still managed to come back. Literally zero army. I think only this sliver of water you see is just Sunil's scout. That's the red you see, the dark red. That's I think just Sunil's scout and nothing else. Otherwise, zero army. His only army was his town centers. She's pretty steady. HM pretty good, but also not a lot of army. But you can see his villager was percentage wise much bigger. So meaning he really focused on his boom. So yeah, all in all a good game.